Diving into Lake Bled. Hey there! If you're new here, I'm Johnny, and my bestie Mackenzie and I are on a mission to finish visiting 30 countries before we turn 30. Right now, we're in beautiful Slovenia, country number 21, and this week we've still got our bonus travel buddy. Our other bestie, Catherine, is here with us for this part of our Balkan summer adventure. Today, we're taking you on one of the most iconic day trips in the entire country, Lake Bled. Spoiler alert, it absolutely lives up to the hype. You've probably seen photos of this place on Pinterest or Instagram, a glacial lake with crystal water, a tiny church on an island, and a castle perched up on a cliff. Fantasy, fairy tale, but it has a few things that make it extra special as well. I can't wait to show you. And it's just about an hour from Ljubljana, one of Europe's most underrated capital cities. Go check out last week's vlog for more on that. We're going to show you how to do it all in one day, from buses and boats to swimming and hiking, and of course, trying the legendary Bled cream cake. More on that later. We'll share some fun facts and everything that I wish we knew before we went as well. So grab your snacks, grab your portable charger, and let's head to one of the most fairy tale worthy places in Europe. I think Catherine got stuck up there. Oh shoot. Welcome to Lake Bled, where it is actually a place that looks better in person. Like, you could see a postcard, you could see an Instagram, and then you come and it actually is even more magical. You actually feel like you're in the fantasy novel. Oh my god. This glacial lake in the middle of the Julian Alps is over 14,000 years old, formed after the last ice age when retreating glaciers left behind a perfectly carved basin of crystal clear water. It's about 2 kilometers long and 1.4 wide, which is totally walkable in an afternoon, and that tiny island in the middle is the only natural island in all of Slovenia, which is so cool and so cute. We are headed to this. They call it summer tobogganing. How cute is that? Perched high above the lake is Bled Castle, which is the oldest in the whole country. Built way back in 1011 AD, it's seen everything from medieval knights to Napoleon's troops to modern day wedding proposals. And tucked in the center of the lake on that little island is a church you can only reach by boat, where legend says if you ring the bell, your wish will come true. But today we're starting with a little less romance and a lot more speed. We're headed up the mountain to ride Bled's famous summer toboggan. The chairlift ride gives you the perfect view to just bask and get those Insta shots. The lake sits in a tectonic fault zone. It's surrounded by limestone and dolomite cliffs that have been shaped by millennia of ice, water, and shifting plates. That's why everything looks so cinematic. Bye-bye.
Let's ride.
Nature's been sculpting this place for thousands of years. The artiste. All right, helmets on.
Bye-bye.
Cameras ready. It's time to toboggan in the summer, which is so weird to say. Oh! That jolted me. It's okay? Thank you so much. So let's ride. Wow, this is fun. Okay, while we're flying down this mountain on a glorified lunch tray, feels like the right time to talk about some logistics, because if you're thinking of visiting Lake Bled, there is some things you're going to want to know. First off, yes, like I was saying, it's a really easy day trip from Ljubljana. The ride takes only about an hour depending on traffic, and you have a few options. You can take the train, we had a Eurail Global Pass. And what I wanted to tell you is you can use the Eurail Global Pass to book a bus as well as a train from Ljubljana to Lake Bled. At Ljubljana train station, you can book a bus through Nomago or Alpbus totally free with the pass, and it even drops you closer to the lake than the train station is, which is awesome. Once you're here, most of Lake Bled is totally walkable. You can rent bikes or paddle boards, or also even take a traditional pletna boat, which is a type of boat that's been rowed by local families here for centuries over to the island. Or if you're like us, you will get distracted by the toboggan ride right away. Also in the summer, this place can get crowded, so aim for an early start and pack a swimsuit, comfy shoes, and a raincoat just in case, because Slovenia's weather loves to switch it up on you. I am a Canadian, so I'm used to that. I'm also bringing some euros and cash. Not all of the local stalls take card, especially the really cute ones that have some handmade souvenirs and handmade pieces. Also, if you're planning to grab snacks or grab a cream cake, foreshadowing you totally should, you'll want some cash on hand as well. I think Catherine got stuck up there. Oh shoot. This is gonna traumatize her. Yes!
What the fuck? Yeah.
We conquered the summer toboggan, y'all.
It was really fun. It was actually more thrilling than like I thought, because there was a couple parts that were like
Quite a straight down dip.
Yeah.
And depending on the cart, on that last one, I had a newer cart, I think, because when you pushed it forward, honey, that was gliding and that was accelerating and there was no friction, but it was fun.
What did you think?
It was a blast.
Wasn't as much my activity as them, but I feel like I changed my psychology by the third time. I was zipping down the mountain, and to self-soothe, I was singing favorite things from Sound of Music.
What the fuck?
So.
Listen, that's psychology 101. That's a psychology hack if you're ever in Lake Bled. We're in Lake Bled, Slovenia today. Look at how stunning this is. They've done such an amazing job here at really preserving so much of the natural beauty, even though there's lots of touristic activities and there's lots of people coming to visit just for the day, buses going in and out. But things like the boats not having any motors, everything is rowing only. There's designated swimming areas for people to swim, so it's very specific in those areas where people will be. And there's so many like angles and parts that just look so untouched still, even though there's so many people here. Okay, we are here in Lake Bled, Slovenia. We've done a bit of a walk. We're about halfway around the lake and we stopped for some lunch. So I'm gonna try slukli, which is a traditional Slovenian dish that's a rolled dumpling, which I've never tried before. This one has curd cheese, local curd cheese, and a mushroom sauce, which sounds very up my alley. So let's try. Mackenzie asked, what's it look like in the middle? Let's see. This feels multitasking right now. A little sauce. At first I was like, this gives mashed potato vibes. That's what we thought it kind of looked like at first. But it's a much like doughier version of a dumpling. Like the pastry is thicker, so the inside of the pastry is really soft and almost like gooey. The cheese is really nice and light, but gives it like a little bit of a tang. And the mushroom sauce is maybe my favorite part. It's like a delicious, creamy, flavorful mushroom sauce. It's so good. Yeah, it's flavorful as hell. Yum.
Hi. Hi, Mom. And hi, Michael. Back to the star.
And now, no, I'm just kidding. We also got an elderflower lemonade, which is amazingly delicious. So this restaurant is super, super delicious. And the prices for Lake Bled that we've seen are not out of this world. Definitely a little more expensive, but very reasonable for what we're getting. Let's enjoy. Getting attacked by wasps. All right, we're now gonna try the famous Bled cake, which is a dessert that's only available here in Lake Bled. And it really reminds me, it's a cake, but it really honestly reminds us of tompoes from the Netherlands, because it's sort of like a wafer with sort of a custard or a cream in the middle. And in the Netherlands, they have a dessert called tompoes that's okay, we're getting attacked. They have a dessert called tompoes that is very similar to this. So I'm curious, I haven't actually tried tompoes, have you?
Yes, I tried it a couple of times. It really was delicious, but it's hard to eat because you go for the wafer crack on top and it squishes the custard. I asked once Dutch people what to do on a TikTok, and people said like you cut it in half and eat the top and bottom. But
So you'll have to compare it to the tompoes specifically. Oh yeah, see, this is hard. This is hard. Oh no. Do I just crack it in? Oh no. Stab it. That's the way. Oh, this actually looks good. Hmm. Hmm. It's very light and airy. Has sort of like a custardy, eggy taste, as we expected. It really reminds me of what tompoes would be like, even though I've never had it. It's what I imagine it would be like. And
it's similar, but this is more on the custard side. Tompoes is more like whipped creamy.
it reminds me.
I thought I had the mic wrong.
It reminds me of the flavor profile of a pastel de nata.
Yes, it is. The custard is like a pastel de nata. Yeah, from Portugal.
Posso ter pastel de nata?
Okay, so we are in Bellum today. Maybe we've already said that. As Jonathan already mentioned, we're a bit tired. Pastel de nata. Oh my gosh.
Got it?
The pronunciation.
Pastel del nata.
Pastel del nata.
Yes!
I read somewhere that this is where it originated. So we had one yesterday, and this maybe is the original. If you don't know where pastel de nata from, you did not watch our Portugal video, and you should go back and do that.
We just learned that it was invented in 1953 by an in-house pastry chef at one of the cafe bars here in Bled. Oh my god, more wasps. And an entire marketing campaign was created around it to encourage people to come to Bled, which worked extremely well. Now it's one of the most well-known desserts in Middle Europe, not even just in Slovenia. And I think you said since 1953, when it was invented, more than 15 million slices of it have been sold, which is also like a low estimation because it's really hard to tell. But they sell like 2,000 slices a day on a typical summer's day here in Bled, which is incredible. And if there is one part of the day I'm so excited for, it's actually getting to swim in Lake Bled. As I am letting my Slovenian dumplings digest a little, we found one of the designated areas along the water's edge. We dropped our stuff and we have our bathing suits. So we're going in. Diving into Lake Bled. Oh, beautiful.
I got my chin. Okay, ready? This is extra hard now with doing this with one leg. I'm
Okay, ready?
No, with the hands up.
Okay, ready?
Okay, do one of each.
Wait, I messed it up. Now I'm stressed with the
Oh,
camera.
no.
I know, you can do this. Okay, now do Jesus again. That almost killed Catherine.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm swimming towards you.
Okay.
Ready? I kind of forgot how nice it is to open your eyes in a lake.
Yeah, compared to salt.
Oh, I could never with salt. There's something about ending a long summer day with a swim that just feels so right. The water's cold and crisp. Looking around at these surroundings and then over at some of my best friends, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so grateful to be here. We wrapped up our visit with one last walk around the edge of Lake Bled, past couples eating some gelato and rowboats drifting towards the island. There's kids chasing ducks, and we found quiet little corners along the path of the lake that almost feel like a secret. You can see why people fall in love with this place. The scenery is straight out of a fairy tale, but the feeling here is something deeper. It's the kind of place that doesn't just live up to all the hype, and there's a lot of hype, but it still surprises you with every turn. every view, every piece of cake, and maybe that's what makes Lake Bled so magical. Not just that it's beautiful, but that in all this natural beauty, you feel like you get to still have your own little personal moment. This has been a postcard perfect day with my besties in a place I'll never forget. Thanks for coming along. Of I'm sorry.